All right. Well, my I needed to clear some space on my phone, so I'll pick up where I left off because I'm not going to redo those 14 minutes. Um, so I think I got done talking, saying that I had the fourth best draft history. Third is Reitzma. And you'll notice a strong trend between guys that draft well and guys that do well in the league. Funny how that works. But Reitzma, he drafted Ryan Matthews instead of Javid Best. So win there. Best out of the league now. Des Bryant instead of Mike Williams. Huge win there. Des Bryant, one of the top 5 wide receiver for sure. Jacquizz Rodgers instead of Ryan Williams. Another decent size win because Ryan Williams, I think he has 20 total points in his 4 seasons that he's played. Great pick, Eric. Yeah, I didn't get hurt by drafting Ryan Williams or Toby Gerhart because picked 12th. There was no one to relate them to after that. And then finally, he selected Monte Ball over Tavon Austin. That one, we're only 1 year in on both of those guys. That one is yet to play out completely, I think. Number 2 best drafter, the artist formerly known as Nick. Now, a lot of these, he's in on 3 long shot wide receivers. The first one, he only signed to 2 years, so it's not that terribly big of a deal. But yeah, three fantastic wide receivers really late in the draft. He chose Demaryius Thomas over Jonathan Dwyer, Randall Cobb over Jonathan Baldwin, Michael Floyd over Kendall Wright, basically a wash there. And then something he doesn't get credit for in the actual formula that I used, he did draft Alshon Jeffrey 12th as well. So based on the formula, he's second, but I would actually say that he probably has had the best drafts out of anyone. And then number 1, we have Brian. He's only had 2 picks that qualify because, again, he picked 12th. Another great guy in Keenan Allen, looking like a stud going forward. But his other 2 picks we've mentioned already. He took Mike Williams over Montario Hardesty and Cordarrelle Patterson over Kenbrell Tompkins. Patterson's going to be a stud as well. I got him for $4 for the next 4 years in D2. I'm super stoked about that. So I probably won't post any more on the draft. You can see there's all the rankings. So Brian, Nick, Reitzma, Eric, Andy, Doug, Justin, Chris, Ferguson, Mike, Rob, and Mark. So basically all the guys that win championships are at the top. All the guys that struggle to get in the playoffs are at the bottom. With the one exception, Rob, I think, has made the playoffs a few times. But can you find talent anywhere in the draft? Yes, you can. And finding that talent, I've said this before, the draft is the best place to find talent. I'm not saying that we need to abolish what we've done as far as the unweighted lottery. What I am saying is I don't think we need to incentivize people to tank games to try to finish with the worst record possible so they get a few more ping pong balls in there. It doesn't really matter where you draft. You can find talent. You just have to draft the right people. The rankings that I just went down, Brian at the top, Mark at the bottom. Some of it is skill in recognizing the best players out there that are available. A lot of it still is luck. Who knew that Javid Best was going to be out of the... Well, maybe he's not the best example. He had some concussion problems in college. But yeah, who knew Trent Richardson, 3 years into his career, would be on his second team running behind Donald Brown. At the time, he was surefire number 1 pick. But yeah, it doesn't matter. You just have to draft the right guys. As long as you draft the right guys, you do have to get a little bit lucky. Get a little bit lucky sometimes. But there is talent out there. I am anti-weighted lottery, like we do in D2. I am still pro unweighted lottery. Actually, I still like that whole wheel idea that I posted a couple months back, but that's probably a little radical. I guess that's it for now. Peace.